What's up, guys? Welcome to the very third episode of Game Set Chat. I'm joined here today with Brennan Myer from Frisco, Texas, who's now a quarterback and a captain at Bryant football. Brennan, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me.
Of course. I'm happy to be here.
So, how do you live your life differently knowing that John Gruden knows who you are?
I mean, wow, that was a crazy video. I was not expecting that, but yeah, I mean, that was awesome just for Bryant to get that national spotlight and pointed out a bunch of us that I know we're all, kind of in awe of how, he mentioned our name. But, yeah, it was pretty cool to just send a box down there and just hope that he opens it. And
Did you know that this was happening?
Yeah, Coach Anderson had told us, our little quarterback room, that he had sent a box down there. So,
no way.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see him actually open it. And yeah.
Well, I think he's like zooming into one of the sports classes here. I don't know what the update on that is, but I do have a class with Professor Faria. You know who that is?
Yes.
Yeah, and hopefully he invites me to join that class. That's not my class. That's gonna be so cool.
That would be fire.
Yeah.
I thought he was coming up here because
that's what I thought too.
I think the professor had told Coach Anderson, and he was like, I'm going to try to get him to talk to our football team, that would be fire. But Zoom is still, that's cool. Yeah,
as soon as I found out, I was like, run the Gruden interview. Run it. Right now, I want to do that so bad. That would be so cool.
No, yeah, that was fire.
Maybe one day. One day. So, you are originally from Texas.
Yes.
Now, Texas high school football is like, it's like a full-on culture. It's like its own like segment of just football, you know? What was it like growing up in Texas and like learning football there, surrounded by that culture, immersed in it?
Yeah. I mean, it was awesome. It was growing up, it was every Saturday. Every Friday you're wearing your Little League jersey to school.
Yeah.
And you're going to the football games on Friday nights and then waking up and it's you on Saturday. So I think football was just a huge thing growing up, and then obviously playing high school. It was, if you've ever seen Friday Night Lights or any of those shows or movies, it was kind of similar to that. Just how the whole town and area is just focused on football during football season, and we have a lot of good college football teams down there. So there's a lot of high level of football that you can go watch. So I was always at a Baylor game or a TCU game or just whenever I could get out and go watch some college football as well. So it was awesome growing up down there and just playing football, and that's obviously why I just love it so much is being from Texas, and that's everything down there. So it was awesome.
So you talked about growing up, going to Baylor and TCU games. Where was that one school for you that you always wanted to go to?
I'd say it was Baylor because both of my parents went to Baylor. So grew up a big Baylor fan with RG3, and they had a dynamic offense. So I loved watching Baylor games, and then UT, I guess, too, Texas. I have some family that lives in Austin, so I was down there a little bit watching some UT games, and I got some of the Texas culture too. So, but I was always a Baylor
guy,
fan.
Big Baylor guy.
So,
like, at what age did you start taking football seriously? Does it start really young down there?
Yeah, it starts pretty young. I mean, I had two brothers, or I have two brothers, one older, one younger. So we were always finding ways to go out in the backyard and throw and stuff. So I think that also helped me just have a passion for the game, because I didn't have a sister where I was like, all right, like, you want to go throw? So I always had a option with either older or younger. So it was always going out there and playing ball. So I think that helped me a lot. But, I think when I was 5 years old, or 4, I started flag. Yeah, 4 years old, I started flag. And then, I played flag a little longer until tackle, but just to get the passing down.
Right.
It was a big deal down there. My dad was like, whenever you go tackle, y'all just run the ball. So we're going to stay flag and pass the ball until we can.
There you go.
Yeah, our flag team was named Nothing But Air. because we just threw the
Nothing
ball.
but air.
Nothing
I
but
love
air.
that.
Yeah.
Just play action all the time.
We were
Let's
just
go.
going down the field.
I love
Vertical
that.
sling. So.
Vertical sling.
Yeah. But, yeah.
So in high school, you didn't just play football, too.
Mm-hmm.
You also played basketball and baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Did you start those young as well?
Yeah, I'd say basketball, same time, 3 or 4, and then t-ball, 4. So, yeah, our Saturdays were packed, regardless of the season we were in. Football, I also played soccer as well, too, up until middle school.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so 3v3 national champ in soccer, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, 3v3
national champ.
national champ.
Yeah.
Who else was on that team?
Ryder Treadway.
Okay.
Anthony Ramirez.
Okay.
He's actually a professional now, soccer player.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Salim Chavez, Jason Wynea. So we were good.
You guys
Back
were
to
ballers.
back, yeah.
You were just a ball player.
Ball player.
Just in your entire life. That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it was awesome. We went down to Orlando, ESPN Wide World of Sports. I think when I was in 4th grade or something, and we went back to back. So
You went back to back?
3rd or 4th, yeah, back to back
That's
years,
crazy.
national champions, 3v3.
Have you ever thought about like walking onto the Bryant team?
I think they're too good for me. But I mean, when I was little, soccer was my favorite sport. It was always I wanted to be a soccer player. So I went to FC Dallas games growing up, and but yeah,
crazy.
I mean,
like what was the distinction for you? When were you like, football is the one for me?
well, I got too chubby for soccer, so I was.
I don't
was
picture you
slow.
chubby.
Yeah,
I had to
was
see
really
a picture
chubby
of that.
back
Insert
then.
photo of chubby Brennan.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Playing soccer, I have one right here. But yeah, so I got too slow for soccer.
Okay.
Baseball, it was really up. I wasn't a dynamic basketball player. I was kind of just a guy that hustle player. But then I tore my ACL sophomore year of high school, and so I stopped playing basketball. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it was just baseball and football. And I kind of just had more of a passion for football. I stopped playing travel ball for baseball and was just high school, so no real getting recruited for me.
Wait, how did you tear your ACL?
3rd round of playoffs.
For basketball?
No, for football.
Oh. Okay.
So, 3rd round of playoffs my sophomore year. We were playing College Station, and I scrambled out of the pocket, and I kind of went to go score, and there was a guy in the end zone, so I reached the ball out, and I was still standing up, and then there was a guy in the end zone, so I tried to avoid him, and I just planted my leg, and my knee went in. It was like non-contact, and I think it partially tore there, and then I went back in the game. I hopped off and then went back in the game, and I tried to move, and it just gave out.
So you partially tore it and then decided to go back in.
I mean, yeah.
Why?
Does
it not hurt?
If I can walk, I'm going to go back in. It was 3rd round of playoffs, so I was like,
yeah,
we got to win this game.
Yeah.
We were losing, so we did end up losing. But I think that's always just been a thing for me is if I can still move my leg or if I can still walk and breathe, then I'm going to go back in the game.
If I can still walk and breathe?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Come on.
That's crazy.
But, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So.
Wow, I can't even imagine. How long were you out for?
I was out for about 8 months. I got surgery December 30th.
You got surgery your senior year?
Sophomore year.
Okay.
Surgery December 30th, so I was out for basketball season and baseball season. That was a really tough time for me just.
But you were there for football season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got back for football season.
There you go.
Which was good.
Yeah.
But just growing up playing all sports year round and then just that was the first major injury that I'd ever had.
Yeah.
So just having to sit back and, slow everything down.
That's crazy.
And just, lean on God and just know that, this is his plan. So that was pretty tough for me, but I think ultimately it made me a better person and made me stronger. So I think that obviously was God's plan and for the best for me. So
in situations like that, he cares a lot more about, your character rather than your comfort,
For sure.
and that's just built you up to, it just gave you a foundation of like grounding yourself in who you are like outside of sport as well. In that time when you tore your ACL, in what ways did you feel like you leaned on God?
Yeah, well, I'd say just it was sophomore year. I was a starting quarterback. We had a really good team going. We had just upset the number one team in the state, Highland Park, and so I think I was very full of myself. And so I think it was a way of, God humbling me and just being like, Brennan, like, this is me. Like, this is not, you're not doing this on your own. Like, this is me helping you. So I think, that was a way that God humbled me and allowed me to just step back and lean on him in that time of adversity. And, it was a tough recovery. And, I was going to PT 2-3 times a week and wasn't able to run at the start, wasn't able to walk. But, like, I think it was a time for me to just open up to him and, gain my relationship back with him. And so I think that was really important for me.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's like the most important thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He just grounded you in that moment and he just brought you right back, brought you right back to
100%.
him. So, in Texas and high school football, there's so much excitement and like the crowd and the energy is crazy. And I was looking at photos of your high school and the stadium's like huge.
Yeah.
What was that energy like playing in front of a crowd like that?
It was awesome. At times I felt like I was, playing in a college like stadium, an NFL stadium. But we were blessed with the facilities we were able to play in. We played in the Dallas Cowboys practice facility, which is indoor, like double decker. Yeah, we would have 6,000 people at our games. Like it was, it was packed.
That's crazy.
And then we would play at FC Dallas Stadium, which was a nice grass field. And then we had like our district stadium, and then insert picture of Allen Stadium right here. Kyler Murray's stadium. That's where we beat. I think it's one of the biggest high school stadiums in the nation, but that's where we beat Highland Park at, and they stormed the field. So we were definitely blessed to be able to play in atmospheres like that. There was one game I remember we were playing Reedy, which is where actually Dixon Hudson on our team went.
Okay.
And so we were playing him, and it was like a back and forth game. It was like 4th and goal from like the 8-yard line, and I threw a touchdown. And I just remember the crowd going crazy because it was like the most packed game just because they were our rivals. So I just remember the crowd going crazy, and I walked to the sideline and I was like, bro, did you hear the crowd? Like to one of my buddies. I was like, bro, it feels like we're like in a college stadium. It was like indoor at the Star, so it was like echoing kind of, and with the bands too, like it was just awesome. So I'm definitely blessed to be able to experience that growing up, and did not take that for granted. That's for sure. Yeah.
What's one story from high school football that like perfectly encaptures Texas football?
I would say us beating Highland Park and the fans rushing the field, just because I don't know how many high school games you've seen the student section rushing the field. So I'd say that one. We had a 4 overtime loss in the second round of playoffs. That was pretty,
that's crazy.
Back and forth, high scoring game.
Wait, what are the overtime rules in high school football?
It was the same as college. So it's one possession starting from the 25, then the second, and then 2-point conversions.
I love that. I love college overtime rules like more than anything. 100%. It's so exciting. It's so exciting.
But I'd say those two.
So going from that atmosphere to now coming to Smithfield, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
What, besides the crowd, is like the biggest adjustment?
I don't know. That's hard to say. I think, down there, I think it's a lot more community of like, your town's going to support you and stuff. I think up here it's like Smithfield's so small.
Yeah.
I lived in Frisco, which is massive. We had 13 high schools, so it's like, so it's like everyone just around, like, in your different neighborhoods just supports so much. Not saying that Bryant doesn't support here, because I know we have a lot of, big time supporters that we have, but I think just in football aspect, just the community, I mean, you said not the fans, but we get like 2,000 people at our games, and I think the new stadium has helped a lot, and we are definitely blessed to be able to be in that facility.
It's incredible.
But I think, just we need to get more people at our games somehow, and I don't know how that'll be, but
we'll figure that out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that. Yeah. It's on me now.
And we got to start winning too to help them, but yeah,
that would help too.
But yeah.
So I was just in the new football locker room. You guys have a barber chair.
Yeah.
Have you gotten a haircut on there?
I don't think anyone has, actually.
What's the point of that then?
I don't know. I think it's might be coming soon. Not to my knowledge, at least. No one has.
Okay.
But yeah, it is crazy that we have a barber chair in there.
Barber chair, no barber.
Yeah, some people just sit in it for comfort, which I guess is what it is. Yeah. First dibs to the barber chair, gets to sit down and relax.
Oh, there's so many segments that, like, Bryant football could do on there.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be awesome. Well, definitely, like,
maybe
post
you could
a picture.
Maybe your podcast there.
Do a podcast? Like, I could cut hair.
Cutting and asking questions.
Oh, that would be good.
Like Vic Blends on TikTok.
Yes.
If you've seen him, I don't know.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
And also, what's his name? Jeff Wittek. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, but he also does, like, barber chair, stuff like that. But one, I would have to learn how to cut hair.
You could do Coach Merritt there. He doesn't have a lot of hair.
I could, fake it with Merritt.
Sure.
Or I could just shave his head, I feel like that would be easy.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll nick him. I don't know.
Yeah, you might.
I don't know.
Bleeding everywhere. Then it's your fault.
Yeah. So what ultimately led you to Bryant?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't fully know. I think Coach Anderson and Coach Merritt and Coach McKegg played a huge role in that. Just seeing that Coach Anderson has played at the college level, played at the NFL level, and that's something that I want to be coached by and I want to be mentored by. So I think that's huge. Obviously, the school. Coach Merritt showed me some statistics, and I was like, all right, that's pretty intriguing. So I think that is pretty intriguing. But, yeah, just the opportunity to come here and get a great degree and play football at the D1 level, I think, is pretty big, and you're not going to find that anywhere else. So. Yeah.
So the first game that you've ever played here, that was at the Monmouth game, correct?
Yeah, meaningful snaps, yeah.
Yes. So that was when Jared Guest got hurt, and they just threw you in there as a true freshman. What was going through your mind during that first snap?
I think it was all blurred just because I wasn't expecting it. I don't think I was very, nervous.
Okay.
I was definitely nervous the week after when I was starting.
Okay.
But in that time, I think we were already losing by a good amount of points. So I was like, there's nothing to lose here. Just go out there and have some fun. And so I ended up going out there. Didn't play my best ball, but I felt like didn't get all the reps in practice. And so wasn't fully comfortable with the playbook and their defense and stuff like that because I hadn't been going as much as, JG had during that week. So I think just going out there and playing the best I could, and I think I did that for the most part, and I had some good stepping stones to build on into the next week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what you went from playing high school football right away into college speed. What's the biggest adjustment between those two?
Yeah, I'd say, like you said, the speed, and definitely the size.
Yeah.
Our O-line is massive, and it's hard for me to see over them.
Oh.
Sometimes. And then their D-line is massive, so getting tackled by them hurts just a little bit. And definitely the speed as well of just their secondary, their corners, safeties, our receivers. I got to throw with more anticipation. So I'd say just the speed and the size is a pretty big difference.
What was, have you ever, lined up? Or, have you ever seen, a 25-year-old on the D-line? Has that ever like scared
I don't know
you?
their age, but when they have a full beard and their
but you got
shirts
Anthony
tucked
Perez
up.
in front of you too.
Yeah,
big guy.
He's
big
a grown
guy.
man too.
Protects you.
So grown man versus grown man, I guess.
Grown man versus
Who's
grown
gonna
man.
win?
Was there a moment for you, like a specific play, where it was like, welcome to college football?
That's a good question. Trying to think. I didn't have like a big hit where it was like welcome to college football, but I had a play versus Delaware. First game of the season where I like rolled out and I threw like a long pass and I was like, all right, like I can do this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you go in and you're watching film and you're like, can I really like compete with these guys? Like as a true freshman, you're like, what's the biggest jump? And then just getting in versus Delaware and making that pass where I'm like, all right, like building some confidence in me. So, I mean, I think that was a time, but there have definitely been times where I've got hit and it's like, all right, like you're in college now. I just can't really remember those.
Just hurts
Maybe,
like that much more.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Wow. So last year, Bryant didn't have a very good season. And your first win this year ended up being UMass.
Yeah.
That's your first college win.
It was pretty cool.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
From your perspective, I already heard Anthony's perspective on this show, but from your perspective, like, run me through that game in your head.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't start off too hot. I had thrown a pick six, so that was obviously hard to, do at the beginning of the game. And I think our defense played a very great game, which ultimately helped us win the game. So hats off to them. I think offense started coming alive in that second quarter. We drove the ball down. Zai caught a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then we might have kicked a field goal or something. But I think just our offense got comfortable more that game, and then defense played well again like they had the week before against New Mexico State. And I think, I mean, I threw a pick with 4 minutes left, and I was like, defense, let's go. Like, I was like, I hope that's not the last throw I, threw on this field.
Yeah.
Defense did a great job of 3 and out.
Yeah.
Coach Merritt used all 3 timeouts. Offense executed a great 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
And we were able to kick a field goal to win the game. And I think that's a huge game in Bryant history, just being able to
It's crazy.
pull that out. And it felt really good for the team, I think, just because we hadn't won in so long. I think it put some confidence back into us and allowed us to know, like, we can play. And, I mean, ever since then, we've lost some tight ones, which have been tough. Just knowing that, we're 2-4, 2-5, but we could easily be 5-2,
Season's not over.
6-1. Yeah.
Season's not over.
Just knowing how good of a team we really are, even though we've had some tough losses in a row. So yeah.
Going back to that interception that was thrown, I think it was like the 2-minute mark, because after that I stopped watching.
Yeah.
I was so heartbroken. I was actually at an engagement party, and
so you're not a true fan.
No.
You weren't watching us. You didn't.
No, I was watching.
Okay.
While I was at the engagement party, I was quietly in the corner, like this. And when you guys, I was so heartbroken when you threw that pick. I was like texting some of my friends on the team, just like the heartbreak emoji. And I stopped watching, and then they were like, "What do you mean?" And then I like went and checked the score, and I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I just missed."
Yeah.
I just missed the best part.
Yeah.
Like, I was so
awesome.
mad, but no, that was such a roller coaster of a game. And you guys,
For sure.
I was so curious at halftime. You guys were down 20-10, I think. You guys were
I
down.
believe it was something like that.
Yeah, you guys were down by like more than one score. What was the message at half?
Yeah, I think offense had just scored, and I think that's when we started gaining our confidence. So, we went to the defense. We were like, we're going to keep scoring if y'all can keep holding them. And I think we really leaned on each other in that moment, in that halftime. and there was a lot of energy and excitement to get back on the field.
Yeah.
And so I think ultimately just us leaning on each other and playing for one another, just because of the confidence that we had, because of those moments that led up to halftime and how we scored and how defense was playing. I think we just had a lot of confidence that, we could go back out there and score some points to win.
Yeah. So also stepping into the season, you were voted as captain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what was it like finding out that you were voted captain as a sophomore?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. Obviously, I'm very appreciative of, my teammates for voting me captain and my coaches for, seeing that in me. But, yeah, I know who I am as a leader, and I know that, I'm someone that other guys can look up to and that can push my team and hold, my teammates accountable. So I think that's something that I've always shown right when I got up here. I probably wasn't as, vocal last year, just knowing that, it was JG's team and I was new, but I definitely led by my work ethic and, how I worked. And I think I lead by example a lot, and my teammates can see that. So I think, I'm very appreciative of my teammates for, recognizing that. And having that honor is something that I don't take for granted. So I cherish that role, and I try to do my best every day at, being a captain of the team. Yeah.
Was there a moment when you, like, either during practice or, like, in a game or even in the locker room where you were like, my teammates trust me? Like, as a freshman, I like, they have so much respect for me. Was there a moment that you felt they leaned on you?
Are you saying last year? Or this
year? Or this year.
I think Stony Brook last year.
Okay.
Just because we were in that game till the end. We went to overtime. They were a ranked team. I think that's where my teammates not necessarily started to, believe in me, but, like, I think that's where I proved to them that, I was ready for the moment and ready to play at this level. So I think at that point there were a lot of people, coming up to me after and before the game, like, just saying good job and, like, so I think that was a point where I proved to, the team that I can be a guy for this team, and I can be someone that they can, trust and lead the team.
Yeah, well, there you go. So growing up in a Christian household, how do you feel you lead on the field not only as a captain but also as a Christian?
Yeah, I think multiple ways. I think, there's times where I can really lash out on my teammates and get frustrated with them. I mean, they can do the same with me, obviously. But, like, there's times where I get frustrated on the field and just, coming back to them and saying, like, take a deep breath, like, instead of lashing out on them. Just, I think, taking a step back and being like, all right, there's no need to.
You're showing them grace.
No need to rage or no need to, get mad at them here. But just, show some grace, take a step back. And I think, my parents did a great job of raising me and, my brothers just that way. And treating others the way you want to be treated, obviously. I'm not one that likes getting, screamed at or yelled at if I do something wrong.
Yeah.
Like, if I throw a pick, I'm like, all right, I know, like, that was wrong. I don't need to get yelled at.
Yeah.
So just doing that to, the receivers, the line, the running backs.
Golden rule.
Yeah, golden rule. So I think that's something that I try to do in that aspect.
Yeah. So I when I was looking at some of your Instagram photos, I noticed that you had the cross taped onto your hands for every single game you play. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, so that's kind of started in high school.
Okay.
My older brother, Cade, had done that throughout his high school career. And so when I was a sophomore on varsity, he was a senior. And I was like, I want to be like my older brother. So I drew some crosses on.
Yeah.
And then I write Jehovah Jireh on my wrist, which means the Lord will provide. Just kind of reminding myself that, no matter how the game goes, the Lord will provide, and there's a reason behind everything. So that's kind of been a motto for me, how I try to play and how I try to live my life. But yeah, the crosses, shout out Cade. That was Cade's idea, and I've been doing it ever since.
I love that. I love that so much.
I think it's just a small way of showing my faith on the field.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard. You can't show your necklace. You can't do that, but people will see your cross on your wrists, and whether that's on the field or maybe watching the game or in the bleachers, there's just a way to proclaim my faith.
I love that so much. And I noticed as well in your bio you had John 33. 1633, that's right. What does that verse mean to you?
Yeah, so that's, I've said these things to you so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have discomfort, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Wow. Just knowing that, in him we have everything that we need. In this world we'll have trouble. Injuries may happen. Adversity will happen, throwing picks or, on the football field or off the football field. Yeah. And just knowing that, he's overcome the world. He came, died on the cross, rose from the dead for us, for our sins. That's something that I really try to lean into, and just know that he has a plan for everything, and he's already taken care of anything that we can try to control ourselves. So
we make the plans, but he guides our steps,
100%.
and he throws these curveballs at you to, show that in moments of adversity or weakness, it's ultimately going to lead to even greater glory for him at the end. And I love seeing how you're working through adversity and hard times on this football team through your faith. And when I saw that verse, it really, gave me insight onto what was going on in you. And I love seeing all the verses that you post on your Instagram. Yeah. And you have one under every single post. So is that verse that you put specifically under that post, does it represent the post, or is it a season in your life? What do those verses mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's the post and just the season that I'm in. I think that started whenever it was my sophomore year, after my injury, and I didn't really know what was going to happen next. So I really had just been all right, I'm just going to throw a verse out there if anyone that comes along my post wants to feel the need of getting in the Word, or feel like they're getting called from God to just get back in their Bible, or something like that. I'm going to be honest, I don't know every verse that I put by heart, and I don't memorize it, but I definitely know in the season I'm in, and what each verse means to me, and I just try to give a little Bible verse, because I know that God's 100%. The one that is putting me in this position to be able to live life, and if I want to show people what I'm up to, then I should show them who's allowing me to live my life and get up to this stuff. So
and I think putting verses and taping crosses, I think it's just a way to, he calls us to share his light. Whoever has the light, we should not put under a basket, We're lampposts for him. For sure. And even putting verses like that in your bios, it sparks curiosity, and that's all that's what this podcast is about, and that's what life is about as a Christian. So I love seeing you be so open about your faith. It's incredible. And I'm just curious, in what other ways do you feel Bryant football as a whole shows their faith?
Yeah, I think I think AP was talking about this, but we pray before every meal. We're not necessarily a, religious university or a Christian university, but I think Coach Merritt does a good job of allowing us to, whatever religion you are, pray, and we pray as a team. I think there are some of us that, in the summer, actually, we did a Bible study. Sammy led it. So that was awesome. Yeah. Just to get the guys together and, spend time in the Word. And I think, that does a good job of bringing us together and allowing us to bond together. So I think that was probably the biggest, just having that Bible study over the summer and praying before, before we take the field or before we eat together. So.
Throughout everything that's happening right now, what do you think you're in a season of? What do you think that you're in a season? What season do you think that you're in?
Yeah.
And what do you think he's teaching you right now?
I'd say definitely patience. Definitely adversity, just with the games that we've been in so tight, and we've lost on a 2-point conversion twice. We lost to Brown by we should have won that game. And I think just winning's not everything. Just like, we get to be in college. We get to be at Bryant University. We get to be getting a great degree. We get to be playing a sport that we love. And, we're not winning, but we're playing with people that we love, with our teammates, with our coaches. And I think just reminding yourself that his plan is greater, and just press on whenever things may be tough. And he's given us some tough battles, but he gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors.
Nothing you can't handle.
Yeah, so I think just leaning on him in that, and just having patience to get through whatever you're going through.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so let's play a little game.
All right.
So we're gonna wrap things up with a little game.
A little game.
Yes. Okay, so as a quarterback, you have a lot of knowledge on play calls. You do.
Yeah.
And wait, before we get into this, I want to know, are you allowed, first of all, to talk about Bryant play calls? Or should we
how specific are you being here?
Explain one, down, or
I can explain a concept, not the actual play.
Okay, maybe we should just be on the safe side.
Okay. Yeah.
But so the game that we're gonna play, basically, I asked ChatGPT to generate hypothetical play calls, and I want to see if you can break it down.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Some of these are pretty crazy. Okay. Your first one.
I don't get to see it. You're just going to tell me?
No.
All right.
Gun trips right. Fake 94 bubble. QB draw.
So, trips right through receivers to the right. Oh, wait. Are you looking at a picture? Or what?
No.
Okay.
No.
Through receivers to the right.
Okay.
You said fake what?
Fake 94 bubble.
Fake 94. I would think that that's a run play. Maybe going to the right. I don't know. And then bubble. Receivers running a bubble. If you like it, throw it out there. If you don't, it's QB draw. That's all I got.
No, that's perfect. You nailed that.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's 1 point. Okay.
1 point.
Next one. I left 24 ISO.
I left one guy behind you.
Okay.
I don't know if it's fullback to the left, right next to you, or in a sniffer position, or a receiver to the left. I don't know that. ISO. You said ISO what?
24 ISO.
24 ISO. ISO's a run play. I don't know if it's to the right or to the left. but I know it's a run play.
Okay, so
Half a point?
half a point. It's fullback and running back lined up behind the QB. I left. That's what that means.
Yeah, because you're under center. I formation. Okay, I got you.
Okay, I'm going to give you half a point.
All right.
Gun, bunch right, smash divide.
All right. Gun, bunch right. So they're bunching over here to the right. The receivers are.
Okay.
You're in shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Smash. You said smash what?
Smash divide.
Smash divide. One receiver's running a corner,
Okay.
I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Divide. Receivers are dividing and running all different places.
What are the receivers specifically dividing?
I have no clue. Dividing the defense.
Okay, I'll give you a point. It says dividing the safeties.
Okay, sure.
There you go. You're at 2.5 out of 3.
Sure.
Okay. Trips left. Motion Z orbit. RPO zone slant.
Okay. Trips left. Say it again.
Trips left. Motion Z orbit.
Okay.
RPO.
Motion Z orbit.
Okay.
So, sorry.
You're good.
So receivers coming behind you in an orbit.
Okay.
Keep going.
RPO zone slant.
RPO zone slant. So I would say the single's running a slant. Maybe it's coming from the two, but receiver's running a slant, and you have the RPO. You either hand it off,
Mm-hmm.
or you're reading the defender, and you pull it out and you throw it.
That's crazy. Like, did you learn this all in high school, or like is
I'd
this
say middle school to
middle
high
school?
I mean, we had some of this stuff in middle school, but
Wow.
high school mostly, and I guess college too.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think
How
you're
do you
always just
remember all
learning.
this?
It's just the basics, and then you just always build upon.
Is this
what
like
you've been
super
taught.
basic?
I'd say the first one was.
Okay.
I also think playing Madden, some people might know.
Okay.
I don't play Madden or
Yeah.
CFB, but I think some people might know from that. But
Oh wow. That's insane.
yeah, I think there's a lot of just common terminology and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Okay. Your next one.
Yeah.
Gun spread right. 80 cross country.
cross country, so that means the receivers are crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Gun spread right. Wait, you said a gun spread right?
Gun spread right. 80 cross country.
80 is pass protection.
Mm-hmm.
Cross country. I think that means they're running deep crossers and crossing each other. I don't know if that's right or
No,
not.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do 2 more.
Okay.
You only got half point wrong, and I think we've done
Four.
five. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe 5.
We'll roll it back. We'll find out. Okay. Strong right. 98 bootleg flood left.
Yeah, so strong right, you said?
Yeah.
So you're faking the handoff to the right, bootlegging left, and it's going to be a flood concept. So it's going to be a streak by the number 1 and a
Okay.
out route by the number 2, I think. I don't know if that's correct, but
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe for the most part.
3 receivers flood one side of the field at different depths.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
one's going long, one's going intermediate, one's going short.
There you go. Wow. Okay. Let's do last one. This one I thought was funny. Gun trips right. China 7.
I've definitely heard of China. I have never had a play call with China,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not completely sure on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've definitely heard of it. Can you tell me what it is?
Okay. So you know what gun trips right is.
Yeah.
So the China concept, the outside receiver runs a short in-breaking route, a China, or a mini dig about 3 to 5 yards in, and the inside slot receiver runs a corner route over the top. The middle receiver runs a quick flat or sit route as a check down. I have no clue what any of that just meant.
Okay. I don't think we have a play like that, but maybe.
Wow. That's impressive. That's crazy. It's like your own language.
Yeah, it is. And I actually was thinking about it the other day how when we signal, we like speak words with just like signals.
Yeah.
It's like sign language, but like once you like go so long with the same signals, it's like every time you see a signal, you just say what it is in your head.
Wow.
And it's like you can communicate through
That's
those.
crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
That's pretty cool.
Do you remember like a play call you had in high school?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, give me the craziest play call you have in high school.
Oh, craziest. I don't know about craziest, but I like box. We had box, like you're a boxer.
Can you say the full play call?
Yeah, right off, 81, box left, or box right. So it would be the outside receiver on a post, and I liked throwing that one. We also had choice. That was another shot play. Receiver on a post route or a corner. Spear.
Mm-hmm.
Spear we ran a lot.
And you guys have like code words for all of this.
Yeah.
What's like one like really funny code word that you guys have used?
Ooh.
I was actually watching your Cowboys the other day, and they were like Aikman, and I was like,
yeah, Dak does a lot of that. Funniest. I don't know. That's a good question. It's usually just like cities, states, Devils we have, I guess. I don't like that play call.
Me neither.
Not good. I mean, I like the play, but I don't like the name of the play.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't. I mean, maybe there's some funny ones that we make jokes about, but probably not going to say it on here.
Oh, man. Okay. maybe next year. Okay. So, a little thing that I end my show off with is the athlete that I have before you. They leave a question for you.
Okay.
So I had Yali Noy from women's tennis, and she left you the question, how do you separate your identity as an athlete from who you are outside of your sport?
That's a good question. Separate your identity. I'd say knowing that as a football player, that's not completely like what I put all my value in. There are going to be games where I throw 4 picks and 0 touchdowns, and well, hopefully not, but there might be games where I just play the worst that I'll ever play.
Yeah.
And you know, I've had that feeling in the past of just like I let my team down. This is all on me, like just putting it all on yourself and thinking of yourself as, you know, football is your only identity. And I know that in those times I try to lean on God and know like, you know, football is just a game. We just go out there to play a silly game where you throw a ball and try to tackle people hard. And I try to remind myself that football is not the biggest thing in the world. While we act like it sometimes, I think that's something that, you know, our offense and defense, I guess, has focused on this year is just like go out there and have fun. We harp a lot on, you know, trying to be perfect, and obviously we want to be as perfect as we can, and but we don't want to put, you know, all the pressure in the world on ourselves to think that football is all we have, and you know, we try to do stuff outside of football. So I think that's something that I really focus on, is knowing that my identity is in Christ and not in football. And while it does seem sometimes like football is the most important thing in my life, that's something that I need to work on, is just knowing that my identity is in Christ, and you know, knowing that I'm more than just a football player. And yeah.
I love that.
It's a good question, though.
It was a great question. Okay, well, Brennan, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you guys for watching the very 3rd episode of Game Set Chat. Like, subscribe wherever you're watching. Leave a comment. Any last words, Brennan?
Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.